What's up? Good evening.
My husband, Henry's facial expression freezes.
What is the best way to get rid of a cold sore?
Oh, what a coincidence. Who is this person?
Oh,
And I began to sit next to where I was sitting. I could feel how awkward my husband by being in the same place as him. My name is Sarah, and I am 29 years. I work at a company. I have been married to my husband 2 years now. Henry and I both work, so we are but even as a married couple. Even so, I thought that we were having a happy married life by sharing a house together, occasionally going out or going on drive dates. But something happened that instantaneously changed all my thoughts about how Six was going to have a happy married life. That day, I was supposed to go to a fancy restaurant with a few of my old classmates who I was still friends with and kept in touch with. It was a restaurant that I had wanted to go to for a long time. So I was pretty excited from the morning. And so I focused a lot more on my usual routine since I was determined to finish work as quickly as possible to get home in time for dinner. During my lunch break, I received a text message from one of my friends who was also attending today's dinner.
Hey, isn't this your husband, Henry?
When I looked at the photo that Laura sent me, to my surprise, it was a woman I've never seen before, and my husband walking down some street holding her hand. Without thinking, I mumbled these. Laura knew both my husband and I, and reason why she knew my husband was her company, was my husband's client, would often have meetings together. Laura said she had a meeting with her husband's company today and visited him there. However, according to the company, he was not present in the office. I thought that this was weird because, from what I understood, Mai had gone to work in the morning and not on his day off. In other words, as of this morning, completely lied to me. Come to think of it, my husband was this to me in the morning. I'm going out to eat with a friend today, too. So that friend must be the woman in the photo Laura took. I couldn't believe that my husband was cheating on me with another woman behind my back. After finding out about this, all my excitement that I had in the morning, gone. All at once, that I couldn't get motivated enough to go to that fancy event. Then, after finishing work, I headed to the restaurant in a depressed, unmotivated mood. As soon as I entered the restaurant, I was really surprised. I couldn't believe my eyes, but it was there. Plus, he was there with the woman in the photo. Seeing the two of them eating together, having fun talking with each other inside me, snapped. I don't care about this guy anymore. But I didn't want to ruin the dinner, girls, so I decided to stress out while trying not to cause a huge. My husband, Henry's, facial express freezes.
what is the best way to get rid of a cold sore?
Oh, what a coincidence. I know him through work, you know. Is she your girlfriend?
What are you saying? You're mumbling the words too much. If you're going to introduce me to, should do it properly.
Oh, so she is your girlfriend, huh? I see how it is. Well then, please, enjoy the dinner.
Then saying that, I sat down right husband. I could feel how awkward my husband by being in the same place as him. Later on, Laura, who had sent me the arrived and was surprised to see her restaurant, but I held my index finger in front of my mouth and asked her to. My husband was clearly panicking as on dropping his fork several times. Woman with him was saying this to my, "You're really acting strange today." Well, it must be quite a hell to have your wife sitting next to you while being aware of the fact that you've been unfaithful to her with another woman. So, on purpose, I talked with my friend about my recent love life and family while enjoying my husband's facial next to me. Then we finished the dinner early, home first, and waited for my husband return. My husband returned home about 30 m after I arrived home. Apparently, he and that woman parted right after dinner, and he came straight home. As soon as Henry saw my face, he said, "I'm so sorry." He started to apologize for his behavior towards the woman, Meg.
She was seduced by him. I'm so sorry. She kept on seducing me for a while. Today, too, she kept on asking me out for dinner after my work.
Even though Henry began to apologize, I wasn't going to forgive him.
No, no, no way! That's wrong. You lied to me about going to work. You were out with Meg during the day, you?
What?
I already have proof, you know.
Saying that, I showed Henry the photo my friend had taken.
So, you can't make any more stupid, you won't get away with this.
That's,
I've had enough. Let's divorce. We'll discuss the alimony later.
Hey,
I then contacted Laura, who was at work today. So for now, I just packed what I needed and left home, deciding to go straight to her house. As I was having a drink with Laura, we were laughing and saying, "I never would have thought we'd run into each other at that restaurant." Suddenly, my phone vibrated. As I looked at my phone, I saw that there were notifications of many incoming messages. At first, I thought it was my husband who I tried to ignore, but actually it wasn't from him, but from my school friend named Anastasia. Anastasia and Henry and I were all at the same university, and although Anastasia and Henry were from different departments, they were both in the same club activity. I instantly called back Anastasia.
Hello? What's wrong? Did something happen?
What? What the heck are you saying?
Oh, whoa. I saw that you called me.
You. Just because Henry is having an affair with another woman, what right do you have to be mad at him?
What is the best way to get rid of a cold sore?
I heard everything from Henry. You
You were so jealous that you thought Henry was having an affair, which led to a huge fight where you threw things around the house and left.
What's that?
Besides, it seems like you've been that kind of attitude like that in too, huh?
I have never in my life ever done anything like that.
Hold on a minute. You misunderstood everything. Let's meet up. I'll tell you the real deal about everything.
With that, I hung up the phone. I had no idea that my husband would try to make me look that bad by telling such terrible lies to our mutual friend. My anger at my husband heated up Eve, and I vowed that I would never ever him. The next day, I met Anastasia and had told her exactly what had happened. But somehow, she had a hard time believing that Henry had actually cheated on me when I told her that Henry had actually cheated on me. So I decided to show her the photo Laura took of my husband holding hands with his mistress, Meg.
What? You must be joking.
Once Anastasia saw the photo, she have believed me that what I was telling all true. The story that Anastasia had told Henry was that she had just come from having dinner with a man to discuss work-related matters. I was being out of control, stormed out of the house, and he had explained that I was the one with anger management issues,
I can't believe that he would lie to defend himself.
saying that Anastasia called Henry's phone on the table with a sigh. I could hear it too. Then a woman picked up the call.
What can I help you with? Henry's currently taking shower at the moment. Oh, who the hell are you? I'm Henry's girlfriend.
Oh, is that so? I see how it is then.
With that, Anastasia hung up the phone.
Sarah, let's go.
What?
Let's go to the hotel where Henry St. John was staying at.
Apparently, my husband decided to stay at Insone Hotel just to make his lie more realistic. He had told Anastasia that the room was a mess because of me. Well, it's more like he probably stayed at a hotel because he wanted to make sure that they wouldn't run into each other if by chance they were both back home suddenly. We then reached to the front door, one hotel room where my husband was. Then Anastasia banged on the door. "Come on, you're chi, asshole." As you can imagine, it looked like we were doing something that a mob would do on doors like that. I told Anastasia that if we got kicked out of the hotel, we would have to find somewhere else to stay. Then Anastasia whispered to me, "He can't get away with what he did, you know." But there was no response from Henry on the other side of the door. Anastasia was about to start yelling, so I stopped her by saying, "Let's calmly wait until they come." Then, after about 20 minutes, the person I had called for came.
Hey! What the heck are you doing? Open the door!
What is that? F, Father?
Yes, indeed, I called Henry's parent.
What are you doing?
Wait a minute. Open the door now.
Henry then opens the door as he said, "Come in." Then, as if the police were rushing in on a scene, Henry's parents and Anastasia entered Henry's room. I was the last one to go into the room. Everyone else had gone to the back room.
What the hell is the meaning of this?
Oh, no, Anastasia. Sorry. Well, this is...
Henry, you're a horrible son for hay affair with another woman.
I don't remember raising you like that at all.
Father, Mother, I'm sorry.
When I arrived, my husband had already been blamed by his parents and looked really devastated. And in one corner of the bed, Meg was really awkwardly. Then suddenly, Anastasia began to do something that was completely unexpected.
Oh, Henry, you told me that I was your only woman.
What did she mean by that? Henry's parents also looked at Anastasia.
So I said, I'm sorry. I was being seduced, you know.
Henry, what is the meaning of this?
Do you mean to tell me that you're having an affair with a woman, but having an affair with another woman?
No, well, yeah.
You stupid idiot.
My father-in-law, Richard, had a black eye.
Father, Mother, I'm really sorry. You haven't told me what? Sarah, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to help you during this difficult time. Why are you here?
When Anastasia called you over, there was also there. What the hell? Does this mean that you also betray Anastasia when I thought you were this whole time?
That's not what it means.
It seems that Anastasia was unable her emotions and ended up taking it out on Henry, revealing the truth-ab affair that they had behind my back.
Oh, I see how it is. So I was just being pushed around by assholes.
I'm really sorry about my stupid mistake, Sarah.
I will make sure to have our son pay for everything that he did to you. I truly sorry.
It's not your fault, Beth and Richard, so please don't apologize. But instead, Richard, could you please do that for me, as I'm sure Henry will appreciate it?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I feel way better now. I'll be requesting alimony from all three of you, you sick assholes. And of course, it will be done all lawyer.
Sarah, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you during this difficult time.
I'm so sorry.
Don't ever call my name again. Disgusting.
With saying that, I left Henry's hut. I then successfully obtained a divorce from my husband, and he had paid me the alimony. Anastasia and Meg also paid me, the which I had requested them. Since my ex-husband worked in the CC industry, he had female colleagues at his workplace. So I thought it would be a good idea to tell my ex-husband's boss about this incident. Upon hearing what had happened, he was really furious, and the news of my ex-husband's affair had spread through the company like wildfire. With no one on his side, my ex-husband has been working long hours and is now quitting his job. He is now forced to live a poor life rundown apartment while working a job as a temp. Henry got what he deserves. Anyway, as for Anastasia, I shared with her high school university classmates what had happened. I told them that Anastasia had a habit of sleeping around with husbands and warned them to be careful if they were with Anastasia. As a result, Anastasia lost all the trust from her high school and university classmates, and everyone had stopped contacting her. And she was no longer invited to any weddings or dinner parties. Then Anastasia contacted me saying, "I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I want you all to clear up any misunderstandings with my friends." Editing. Reading her message, I thought she was apologizing, but until the very end, only thinking about herself. So I replied, "One misunderstood, and I was wrong." Thus, Anastasia is completely gone from my life, and I am now able to live a very peaceful life. I then bought a new apartment with alimony I received from Henry, Anna, and Meg. Currently, I'm living in a brand new, beautiful, and very spacious room, and I'm leading a very elegant and comfortable life. I think I've had enough of my married life, so I'll just enjoy my single life for a while. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in our next video.